This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Were you aware that prices of watches in the secondary market are continuing to decline? Indeed, we have observed new 52-week lows for our market indexes for the major brands in the sector, namely Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet. This situation comes as a surprise considering the positive outlook following the Watches and Wonders event. What factors have contributed to this shift? In today's video brought to you by the luxury world, we will analyze the recent patterns in the short term and provide insights into the direction the market is heading, particularly concerning the Rolex Market Index. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, we encourage you to do so now to stay informed about our future videos. To provide a broader context for this discussion and market update, let us begin by examining the Rolex Market Index over the past 3 years. This information will help you gain a better understanding of the overall trends. If you wish, you can also independently verify this data for quick reference. In some of the previous market updates, it was mentioned that Rolex prices had reached an 18-month low. However, approximately 6 months later, the prices have further declined and are now at a 2-year low. Although the 3-year and 5-year trends still show growth, the current index level has not been observed since July 2021. Over the past month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year, the index has experienced a downward trajectory. In April, there seemed to be a potential upward movement indicated by a slight jump in the trend line, starting around late March. However, this hump has now led to the index reaching its lowest point in 2 years. If we focus on the last 6 months specifically, we can observe the trend more clearly in the Rolex Market Index. During this period, it has experienced a loss of 1.9% in just the past month. However, it is important to note that there was a sudden increase in the index value before this, leading to a more significant drop in the last month alone. Among the brands with index values of over 1,000, this performance ranks as the second worst in the past month, trailing only behind Audemars Piguet, which experienced a decline of approximately 2.6% in the same period. This decline is broad-based and affects various model families within the Rolex lineup. To gain further insights, we can analyze which specific models have trended upwards or downwards over the past 6 months. Upon closer examination, we can observe that most of the model families, particularly the professional models that hold significant transaction value, have experienced a downward trend over the past 6 months. Let us take a closer look at the values of specific Rolex watches, particularly discontinued references, which we focused on previously. This information provides insights into the development of that market. Daytona references. Both Daytona references featured in the market index have experienced a decline over the past month. The white gold reference 116509 has seen a decrease in value over the last 3 and 6 months. On the other hand, the green dial version, known as the John Mayer Daytona reference 116508, has shown a slight increase in value over the past 6 months. However, it witnessed a significant spike in value over the 3 months due to speculation surrounding Watches and Wonders, Milgauss and Cellini. These models are not prominent enough to be included in the top 30 watches by Rolex, and therefore, they do not contribute to the index. In addition to the mentioned models, other watches have contributed to the index's drop. One notable example is the 116506 Platona, which is the worst performing reference in the Rolex Index. It has experienced a loss of 6.6% in just the last month and a significant decline of 25% over the last year. Now let us take a moment to focus on the green dial version of the 116508, famously associated with John Mayer, as it exemplifies the trend of discontinuation leading to increased market hype in a more notable manner. This watch experienced a significant surge in prices due to speculation, followed by a subsequent decline. The provided view displays the performance of the watch over 6 months, but it is important to note that over the longer term, this watch has lost approximately 12.9% of its value. Let us discuss the performance of the big 3 brands, Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet, and the overall market index. The indexes for each of the big 3 brands on the secondary market have reached a new 52-week low. This indicates a downward trend in prices for their watches. Additionally, the overall market index has also hit a 52-week low. The performance of these indexes reveals that prices for watches in the secondary market have been declining. It suggests a challenging market environment for these brands and the overall market. This specific view on Rolex's market performance was their positive movements in prices for highly sought-after Rolex references. These references were either known to be discontinued, or there was speculation about their discontinuation at Watches and Wonders. The subsequent trend in Rolex's market performance does not appear favorable. Now, let us move on to discuss the current market situation. The Patek Philippe Index, for instance, has seen an increase of approximately 95% during this period, while the Rolex Index has grown by around 40%. This comparison allows us to quickly assess the relative changes in these indexes and make comparisons. We can see how the decline in the indexes is not only evident for Rolex, but also for Audemars Piguet and Patek Philippe. Additionally, the overall market index has also experienced a decrease. Consequently, all the big three brand indexes, as well as the overall market index, have now fallen. The current levels of these indexes represent the lowest they have been in the past year. Furthermore, they have not reached such low points in approximately 2 years or the past 24 months. There has been a noticeable decline in all the indexes, including the overall market index, the Rolex Index, the Patek Philippe Index, and the Audemars Piguet Index. What we have demonstrated so far is that the market is currently experiencing a decline, continuing the long-term downward trend. In this regard, the news is not significantly different from what has been communicated over the past year. Although the pace of decline may have slowed down compared to previous periods when the market was dropping rapidly, it is still falling overall. However, if we are looking for positive aspects, there is one silver lining we can highlight. The price range index for watches priced between $1,000 and $2,000 on the secondary market. Over the past year, this price range witnessed a similar trend as the broader market, including a correction in the first half of 2022. The market for watches in the price range between $1,000 and $2,000 reached its lowest point and has since been on an upward trajectory. This index primarily consists of discontinued references from mid-level brands like Omega. It includes several Speedmasters, a watch from Breitling, one from Cartier, and a few from Tag Heuer. Excluding the Tag Heuer watches for a moment, these timepieces typically have a retail price of over $3,000 on the primary market. However, on the secondary market, where they are often discounted, they tend to trade within this price range. Therefore, the watches within this index represent most of the collection. In terms of total annual transaction value, this index accounts for less than 3% of the total annual transaction value for Rolex alone, which amounts to billions of dollars. Therefore, it is crucial to recognize that this positive development represents a small portion of the overall market in terms of transaction value. This video update provides us with a sharp vision of the current state of the market. In the coming days, weeks, and months, we can anticipate that the underlying factors driving these trends and declines will continue to play a significant role. Factors such as inventory buildup, economic uncertainty, global economic growth concerns, and security anxieties contribute to the impacts observed in the watch market. If these factors persist, there is little indication that these trends will undergo significant changes. What are your thoughts on the Rolex market update we discussed in this video? Please share your comments and opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.